Good morning, everybody. It's Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey, guys. All right. We've been working on this Sony Av-5000A, and we're doing some custom work to it this morning. I just wanted to get this in and design it so it functions and it makes it a lot easier to use this machine. All right. As we spoke yesterday, I'm going to change out a potentiometer. We're going to go with this version because it's a little smaller than the other one. It's still a 1K. And we're able to actually mount it to the back of the unit. Like I said, we were going to mount it on the back panel. We drilled the hole. We ran the wire. You want to use the stiff wire. And you can see I'm using 3 different colors, blue, red, and black. Okay? Because that's going to connect to the main board up front. And so here we are. We put the potentiometer in place. I found a dead spot in the center where I was able to mount this so it doesn't interfere with anything else. So it's in a perfect spot. So when I put the actual knob on, which is an original knob for this machine, I've had plenty of extras of these. This is the actual knob that's used on the front panel. So we have extras of these, and once I put that on, it's going to look just like that. So on the back panel, I'll be able to turn this thing for the video level to get the video level where it belongs. Or I can go with the smaller one. We do have the 2 different sizes. So I might go with the smaller one because this seems to be a little bit more denser and it looks a little bit better than that large one. So we might just go with the smaller one. And as you can see, you turn it, we'll be able to set the video level just like that, and won't have to take away from taking the case off all the time when you're trying to set the video levels. That's why it's very important when you install or doing something out of the box, especially like this, and installing a trimmer, but making it on the back of the unit instead of on the front panel of the main board on the front. We're just going to bridge that board, replace this trimmer with the small one that's in place, and this one will work just like the one on the front of the board. And I don't even have to take it out of the case when I'm actually using the unit like that, because these cases are very, very heavy. And you want to avoid at all costs taking in and out of these out of the cases, because this machine is extremely heavy. But this is going to be a custom video output adjuster on the back right here. So when you're plugged in through your video outputs on this, you'll be able to adjust your video level from the main board right on this little adjuster on the front, which will make everything a lot easier. So we did mount it, and now we're just going to run the wires. As you can see, these wires are blue, red, and black. The black goes in the center, basically on the center connection, and then you could put either red or the blue, and depending on how it's set up on the main board, either you turn it one way, it'd be higher, or turn it the other way, it'd be lower. It doesn't really matter which wire goes where. You just want to make sure the black one is in the center, because that's your ground part of the pot, and the other 2 can be red or black, or red or blue. It doesn't really matter. But we're going to have a custom switch on the back of this unit. And so I thought I'd show you guys. We did have to measure, drill some holes. I did have a potentiometer at 2 different types. This is the smaller one, which works a lot better than the other one. The other one was a little bit too big. So we're going to go with this one and use this particular knob, which is the smaller one. We're going to wire it up, and you have a choice. I just think it looks a lot better with the smaller one. So we're going to mount that, and if everything goes well after I get this together, it should work flawlessly. So just thought I'd show you guys this. We are installing, doing a little custom work this morning. And again, guys, when you get wire, you want to get electronic wire like this. It's very stiff wire, but it's very thin. This is great for wiring in machines like this, especially when you're doing potentiometers and this type of stuff. But anyways, guys, making progress on this. I just want to get this a little custom because of the fact that I will be using this machine. We're going to do my new one as well, but I'm going to get this one knocked out of the way first, since I've been doing some repairs this past couple days on this unit, because this one did not work at all. It's been definitely needing a video head, audio control head, and some brushes, so I might as well do the video output switch while I have the opportunity. Alright, guys, we got this potentiometer installed here on the Av-5000A. And it does work perfectly. As you can see, we removed the original and ran the wires directly to the spots on this noise board. It's an addition board they added onto the machine for color and noise levels. and that's where your video output is located. So we ran the wires, we ran it through the machine, and as you can see on the very back, there you go, there it is. See the knob? And it doesn't stick out too far. As you can tell, it's right there. And you can turn it to get your levels. As you can see, you can go black or get it too hot or whatever the deal might be. So we ended up getting the video output level installed. That way it's going to really be a big lifesaver, because when you're doing videotapes like this, all right, as you guys know, a lot of the stuff I already did from like 70 to 73 were done on this machine. The person using this machine at the time had the video levels so hot they were hard to adjust. So, and I always had to take it in and out of this case, and it was a pain in the ass. So what we're going to do now is we put the video level control knob on the back of the unit, so that way I can control the video output levels and still leave it in the case and save me some work. This thing is extremely heavy. Now remember guys, this particular machine, when they used to record video on this, they had to set the video level here on this little knob. If they didn't adjust that video level to the meter each time between each video recording, sometimes they'd be recording them in the hot position and they didn't even realize they were doing that. This did not have automatic gain control. It automatically, if you do a video on this, you have to set your video level with the meter here to the recording level that you want. Most people didn't even do that. So it's very important to have a video level output so you can adjust your levels and time-based correction, because this wasn't a manual deck you just pop on a tape and record. You had to set your incoming video levels on the machine as well. I'm basically doing the opposite, setting the output level with an adjuster on the back so I can set the video levels when I'm copying a tape. It's a very complicated machine. Nothing was automatic. It was all manual. So a video level would be set here when you're recording. You would look here on the meter and stay in the blue zone. Most people didn't do that or even know how to use the machine. That's why a lot of the videos I posted on my YouTube page, if you notice, a lot of them are really hot and they got lines in them and stuff like that. That's because they didn't know how to use this machine. They had the video levels way off the charts. So basically, we're making this machine to be able to make the best video possible copies we can, and have a video output level control right in the back of the machine. So that way I could set up the time-based correction and the machine at the same time to balance out the levels as perfect as they can get. It's just something you have to do on this particular machine, or you're going to be taking it out of this case like crazy, and it's seriously heavy. And yes, just to answer some people out there, I've done a lot of tapes on the AV-5000A, and it's always the same problem. People didn't know how to use the machine. The video levels are off the charts, and I have to go in and manually adjust the video output level on this. So I'm just saving myself a step. I'm tired of taking it in and out of this case when I get a bunch of tapes to do on this. So we're going to make it where the output levels are automatically on the back of the unit. And all I got to do is twist that knob, and saves me a step, and I can continue making the copies as I do them. So kind of an interesting thing, but we did get the video output trimmer potentiometer on the back installed today, and it does work, as you can tell. Works very, very well. So that's what you want. So we got that installed. We'll be doing it on my new machine at some point, but this is pretty much my workaround workhorse machine, and just wanted to tidy up a few things on this. All right, brand new installed video head, brand new audio control head replacement. So tracking and audio is now fixed. Video output is now fixed. And now we got the video output adjuster on the back, so you can adjust it manually while it's still in its case when you're doing tape conversions. So it's pretty user-friendly, and on top of it, I improved the machine 90% with all the newer parts that were from the later machines, which are interchangeable, I might add. So now we got a machine that's pretty much on par as the 8600 quality-wise, and we'll be able to adjust the video output levels. So hope you guys learned something from this.